Alright, so... to get a true, fresh restart, you do have to actually delete the files out for the demo. You have to fully get rid of them, and then load them back in. Because as you saw, the game keeps track of things. So, let's go for an actual fresh start here. There is still a whole bunch more to this game. I'm gonna be going through for at least 2 additional endings. 2 of the other ones I feel are really important. I'm not sure if you just have to use a different directory or deleting. So let's just go right to it, because I know what we're gonna do. For this run, we are going for a, we're going for pacifism. Yeah, so, this, no. So now we're officially getting to the point where, yeah, we can tell him to fuck right off. So, I'm gonna loosen up on spoiler policy at this point. There are a couple spoilers, but you know, if you know those spoilers, you know they are spoilers. Don't save them yet. Yeah, I'm on to you. Oh, bullets, huh? What a good... Fucking... I mean, if we're talking about things that are amazing about this game, Flowey is absolutely incredible. What a great character. Like... Cause every level that, you know, you go farther with Flowey just in this demo is another thing. Because at first, you know from that where he's trying to trick you and he seems terrible, and then he has the horrifying faces, he has all these other things. It wasn't until the second run-through that I really, like, was like, you are awful. Absolutely terrible. Oh, he's the worst. Just, when he does the like, nightmare face imitation of Toriel, oh. God, it's good. It is incredible. And yeah, one thing I'm gonna show at some point soon is Flowey, as he demonstrated he has foreknowledge of, you know, what has happened on previous saves. It turns out one of the two main things this game keeps track of, basically, is the times you kill or save Toriel, and then the, anything involving Flowey. So, the first interaction you have with Flowey, if you play through to Flowey, and then come back again, he gets pissed at you, like, when you walk up. I'll show it, but basically, he just straight up says to you, he's like, why are you making me introduce yourself? Are you kidding? And he gets upset. So, a lot going on there. We are going for a pacifist run, so we're gonna go through, and we are not going to kill anyone. It is possible. The only there's only one enemy that really makes this kind of difficult, and it's not these guys. So Froggets, you can compliment them. And the first one goes to Toriel, so that's the first one. Yeah. So that's pretty solid. But as we're gonna see, basically a thing that was added in, and Toby Fox, the creator of this game, he has explained that he wants it changed. Right now, currently, if you deal damage to an enemy and then get them to, you know, give up and just be chill, they will give you experience in the demo. Toby has said that will not be the case in the full game. He wants to change that. Yeah, the demo is about 20-25 minutes. You really should play it yourself. Like, seriously, you can ask everyone in the chat now who's seen the rest of it. It's something. And the demo's really replayable. Like, we've been on for an hour and a half, and there's a ton more. If someone could give him the link, it's also sticking at the top of the chat. Yeah, go for it. So Pacifism is going to be just a 0 experience level 1 run in the full game. But for now, there is kind of a battle system put into place. I'm gonna go for a true pacifist run. Meaning I'm not going to hit anyone. We are just not swinging at anybody. I do believe, fleeing is the same as pacifism, and there's actually one instance of one enemy you kind of have to. Because, as it turns out, you remember those vegetables? Well, you think, well, they're vegetables, eating them can't count. Well, it does. So, the Whimsums are very weak enemies, so you could just immediately spare them. That's no big deal. And yeah, fleeing doesn't give you gold. That one doesn't either way. As we went through, we'll do that. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a thing that would count, eating the vegetables, but it does. Whichever one you choose, it doesn't matter. It's just, you know, just Toriel being super charming. Small thing you may have noticed, is that, Toriel, as in tutorial, she is the tutorial character. And so her name is kind of a play on that. I had mentioned, in our... Some people in the chat just, what? There are, what was I gonna say? The 3 out of 4 rocks joke I made sure to point out, because I think that is spectacular. It is just subtle enough. Froggets, you do have to compliment them once. Normally, the frog says he doesn't get it, but blushes anyway. And so far, at least, it seems like generally it is once you get the enemy kind of on your side, they decide that they're reluctant on your behalf. And and they'll let him go. And yeah, they seem to attack less frequently, so this is my favorite option, by the way. Is imitate the jelly. So good! You feel like you get it. And, I mean, there's a lot of equivalence, between attacking and pacifism, and I'm willing to bet that's a thing that, if they want to balance it well, they're going to keep it congruent, I have a feeling. So it'll be along the same number of turns, but the part that's going to be very difficult is you don't get more health. You're not going to level up or get more health. You still might find equipment, you know, and that could help, because there's obviously going to be equipment. There's at least one right now. But you know, if we're thinking in advance, there's going to be points, probably towards the end of the game, where it's going to be one-hit kill, basically. And it should be pretty hard. Another nice thing is that, Spare, works with everybody at once. It's basically the same as Flea if, you know, Flea had the special thing. So, if I go for Spare, sometimes you can get all of them at once. Yeah, Flowey's a motherfucker. Kill or be killed? Nah. And as I mentioned before, I mean, think about the text behind the save points, guys. Like, it's way bigger now. The whole concept of the concept of our saves being driven by something means so much more. It just means so much more once you understand that, you know, it's maybe something related to the game. And oh god, we are absolutely Napstablook. Napstablook is the best character, so we'll cheer for him once. And yeah, Napstablook's theme might be my favorite of the demo. There's so much good music in this. Toby did an incredible job. Radiation Fox, I don't know what he wants to be called, but just fantastic work across the board. And let's go ahead and flirt. Oh, it's such a cutie. Oh man. And if I remember right, there's the names for all of the names for the music tracks are also pretty relatable. I didn't want to bring them up because they do have a difference. They make changes. An interesting thing too is technically for the pacifism run, you can kill Napstablook. But it's because Napstablook doesn't actually kill himself. He's not getting hurt. He's just lowering his HP out of compassion. Just to be, you know, just to be nice. He's a bit shy. So it actually, the other thing is, yeah, you can't kill him. He doesn't kill him. He's a ghost. But the game actually sexes the shit out of you for it in kind of an interesting way, which another thing I love this game does is things related to gameplay mechanics being used as a punishment or kind of a chastising. And Napstablook, if you actually defeat him by, you know, lowering his HP, quote unquote, which as we've been over is just him being pleasant, it actually gives you a negative experience. So Napstablook just, you know, clearly the game's kind of there. It's like, really, you did that to Napstablook? Really? it's just it's a wonderful little detail. Like, this demo is absolutely fantastic. Just the amount of, you know, content, small little details, care clearly put into everything. Oh, it's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And most of the enemies in the game, as far as I know, have 2 attacks that I can think of. There is a lot. And someone in the chat is actually foreshadowing one of the runs I'm gonna do next. Since we are doing this run, we're doing a pure pacifist. One of them we're going to do today is going to be a Path of War. Yeah, we'll do some stuff for checking that. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to flee when there's multiple enemies. your flee chance, I do believe, actually increases every time you do it. And the flee animation is really adorable, by the way. Your soul grows little legs and walks away. Ah! But yeah, we will be doing the warpath because it is it is a thing. It is a thing. And yeah, every time you flee from a battle the same, it raises the chance by 10%. So eventually you will be able to flee, regardless. And it starts, yeah, I'm not sure the exact calculations, and of course that's all, you know, could improve. Or, you know, change, work on it. And, since we're doing a pacifist run, we don't need the knife, but, we get an extra little detail here. I do believe the trigger for this is either a certain amount of time or pacifism, I'm not sure. But if you go here, you find out that everybody is kind of scared, and I'll read that again since I accidentally went past that a little bit. Yeah, this game's moral system has a whole bunches of stuff. And I mean, as you can see, when you know what you're doing, your playthroughs can be pretty fast. The warpath play is kind of gonna be the longest one, actually, and I'll explain how the mechanics of that work when we do get to that. And we can save one more time. Boop. Yeah, Toriel. It's understandable that Toriel is you know, a little intimidating. And yeah, we can be fine guests. Yeah, and there's a lot of little details that change based on how you interact with Toriel. And so, fortunately, we do have to do the thing. Honestly, on purpose, I am going to leave certain things out. I very specifically want to leave things out so people will kind of do their own thing. And the leveling actually does mean love. That is a fact. And yeah, a lot of this music samples things very, very either directly from Earthbound or very close. Dr. Moo is saying it's directly from it. Oh, says so, or someone saying in the manual and everything. And I mean, honestly, I'm wondering if the I'm wondering if the final version will even have parts of the demo. I'm not sure. I do believe he announced somewhere that he thinks the average, like the length he plans on going for it is roughly 3 to 5 times as long as the full one. Or as the demo, I mean. So, and that's of course for a regular playthrough. As we will be showing, there is a whole whole lot. So the game being 4 to 5 times as long doesn't mean, and you know what? Someone mentioned something. I'm gonna go do that, because while we're doing the pacifism path, it is a nice thing to take care of. It is looking at, where's the mirror? Is it in our room, or is it at the end of, it's at the end of the hallway, okay, cool. So, it says it's you! And these are gonna be things then, that are in incredibly, incredibly tiny details we'll see. And we already did search in, Toriel's drawer. How many runs have we been on? We did, one major one, and we did, one short playthrough for the, going and saving after using a save. And if there was any confusion, the first time I played this game, and I decided to do it, this way specifically, to, you know, kind of keep the interest and keep the rhythm of the stream a little bit better. I actually played through the whole thing, and then played through the whole thing again without deleting my save. I just did a new game, because I was like, it's like 20 minutes, I know what I'm doing. So I just ran through again and then saved Toriel, and so I got a little bit of sass from Flowey at the beginning, which was really good. It was a great touch, just starting up and being like, it had been just long enough, basically. Just long enough since the beginning that I had forgotten exactly what the text was, and kind of just, you know, had a moment of, well, I'm not sure? You know, I was like, I think that's different. So we're gonna do the sparing. One thing I do want to show off is, Toriel does not want to kill you. I mean, it seems obvious. Toriel has no interest in killing you. To the point that when you get low on health, her bullets actively evade you. She absolutely does not want to kill you. And it is possible to have Toriel kill you. It's very, very difficult, shockingly. But if you do that, your reward for it is pretty minimal, but it's kinda neat. You get a thing that only lasts for a few frames before, like, just boosh, right to the end. And she actually just has a split second where there's a very unique sprite that doesn't show up anywhere else of her kind of making an oh my god face. And the other nice detail, again, with the how expressive the faces are, just look at her face when she's attacking you when you're weak. Like, you can kind of tell she very clearly doesn't want to hurt you. It's so sad. It really is. Like, there's so many details in this game that it really is. If the full game has half of the replayability that the demo does, I am ecstatic. And yeah, the sprite when that happens is amazing. It's really sad, and you can even see here just being incredibly pensive. Yeah, no matter what you do, this fight is heartbreaking, and I do believe the artwork was done by Toby Radiation Fox as well. Just exceptional work across the board. The full game is gonna be on Steam, actually. You make a good point. It is already greenlit. Well, in the credits it actually does say he's done a good portion of the heart. Or of the art. Sorry, heart. But, yeah, there is, it's already greenlit. There is a Kickstarter for it. Put right on through The Kickstarter was fantastically funded fairly quickly. I mean, and with good reason. As soon as, you know, everyone started playing it, it was hard not to be fantastically intrigued. I wish I'd gotten on it earlier so that I could have backed it. If, you know, you can't get the Kickstarter, you can't back via that. They're still for sale on the Bandcamp page, which I will link in the description, and I'm sure someone in the chat can link it for me. I mean, if you don't like the music in this, then you also have an issue. But I think it's a $5 minimum. I threw $15 at him just because, hot damn, I cannot not support this work. And of course, obviously, buy this when it comes out. And yeah, the track names all have, you know, kind of a deeper meaning to them. There's just, so much detail. And yeah, so let's see. And then Flowey just tells it how it is. He's and again, he knows about save, so he says, you know, he's like, I know you'll try over and over and over, and will you give up? What? And there's a huge bit. Huge bit. Ooh, boy. So that's not gonna be the final ending of the night. But we do get this for doing the Pacifist run! I love these guys! And so you see the name of the character are Sans and Papyrus, which you may have noticed their fonts are of those two things. Oh, so good! Ah, so good! Oh, man! Oh, so fantastic! Alright, let's go ahead and close and restart. We have one more ending actually that I'm going to show pretty quickly, because there's one that shouldn't take us much time, because it's just going to be a reload, and I want to show what happens if you if you do something quite not good. Honestly, this is one of the most fucked up endings. This is, well, nice thing is you do the pure pacifist run, Flowey's nowhere to be seen, but Toriel's hanging out with us. Yeah! Music's a little better, we get all sorts of stuff. Ah! Amazing! So, yeah, and Flowey gave himself a little more detail? But now the next ending, I know, chat, I know. I understand. We have to do it. So, there is another different ending if you save Toriel and then kill Toriel. There is another ending, and this is kind of the call out on the 100% ending, and it is most likely the second worst ending, I think, in the game. And so we're going right for it. We only do 1 damage, but the thing is, the way that critical works, it is basically random. I think it might depend on how many attacks you get in a row as well. But I mean, we know Toriel won't hit us, so I don't need to worry about it. We can just go nuts. Yeah, you know what, actually you're right, there is one more way to do this that is really, really nasty. Yeah, no, the way the randoms do, the criticals just kind of happen. So eventually you'll do like 300 or 400. So what we're gonna do, we are gonna be really, really awful. We are gonna be heartless. We have to, guys. And then we're gonna have, after this, we are going for the purest evil ending. The absolute purest evil ending. And that is the worst one. Far and away. However, the finalist ending has what is most likely the most incredible, like, detail with the manual, because as I've shown, and we'll get one more line out of her. And that's the cruelest way. Yeah, that's a real bad ending. Ooh. Ooh. That is a bad one. Yeah. Sorry, chat. Yeah, that one, you basically just broke her heart. That is, yeah, the normal critical attack is like 300, 350. And, yeah. And here's Flowey calling us the fuck out that we saved her, and we went back, we killed her. No, yeah, that's what he does. Flowey is very purposefully making a Toriel face. That's what he's doing. He's fucking rubbing it in your mouth. He's just rubbing it all up in you. Oh, he twists the knife. He takes the fact that he knows what you did and he rubs it the fuck in. Oh, he does not fuck around. Let me go ahead and refresh this. And that's the you didn't even try to spare her, you murderer. So that's the first one we got. Yeah, it's bad, guys. So, I think one more run, and this is gonna be the longest one, but it is the other most interesting, I think. It is the most interesting in my opinion. So, one more split, and I'm actually gonna get someone in here for